Hello everyone, and welcome back for more The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. Last time what we did was we explored a few more of these squares. I'm gonna be trying to get the rest of the squares done here. But that, you know, excuse me, that is going to take time. But anyways, why the disclaimer on this? There is, something that I have been wanting to talk about. I know I talked about it in Paper Mario Master Quest, a little bit, but I haven't talked about it here on this project. And just so you guys are aware, I have no intentions of talking about this in Super Mario Eclipse also, because I really only want to talk about it once. Well, I mean, this is my second time talking about it, but I have like updates regarding, like what I have talked about in Paper Mario Master Quest versus now. First off, I should probably even like give you a backstory as to like what the hell I'm even talking about. So first off, I'm just gonna let you know that it's not gonna be a very pleasant discussion, and I'm gonna be probably struggling to talk about some things because it's like the words like won't compute with me, and there have been like a lot of let's just say realizations. Yeah, there have been a lot of realizations that I've had, especially within like the last week. That I've had, and one that I really didn't wish I had, but I mean, all in all, it's probably a good thing that I have the realization and everything. And I know that this guy, I am 100% probably going to be losing his friendship over it, but what this is about is very serious. Like, it's a really serious thing to to hide. So basically, to give a little bit of backstory, back in February, I think it was like February 17th or 18th or something like that, I found out that I think it was the 18th. I know it was a Wednesday when I found out. But the story of how I even found out that my longtime friend is a registered sex offender happened. Okay, I am not gonna be able to do this, huh? So how I found out that, he was a registered sex offender is, it's a long story. I had gotten a letter, with like a bracelet in it from him as a Valentine's Day gift. And I had seen, you know, the address of where he lived. And basically, okay, so Western Fairy Island. I hear the bird people who live on Dragon Roost Island Eastsphere have invented an incredibly useful device that they call a grappling hook. No lie, Fry. But you can throw the thing at monsters using to grab treasure they've hidden in their pockets. Okay. Oh, no, have you seen those imp-like creatures called bokoblins that hang out on the lookout platforms that see and stare through the telescopes? Yeah, those guys keep joy pendants in their pockets. So if you get one of those grappling hooks, you could use it to swipe their pendants. Okay, a lot of that information I already knew. Anyways, I had seen his address, like, on the top left of the envelope, which is, like, where you put your address when you send out a letter or something like that. You know, like, what does his house look like? Like, where, like, what does where he live looks like? To put it to perspective, he lives in Texas, and, I have literally never stepped foot in Texas. In fact, I've never even been anywhere close to Texas, in my life. So, I was, like, kind of curious. I was like, okay, what does it look like there? Oh boy, I'm dropping frames. Essentially, I was like, okay, what is where he live look like? And, you know, it was like, yeah, it was a little bit messy, like, outside, but I was just like, yeah, whatever about that. I wasn't really too concerned about, you know, the outside, you know, being, like, junk outside and stuff. It was just like, yeah, whatever. It was there. You know, I was looking at the house, and there was this, this white sign that was on the house that, that really stood out to me. And, I was like, okay, I'm trying to read, like, what this sign says. And, basically, long story short, you know, I was obviously struggling to read the sign because it was like a Google Street image. And if you try to zoom in, like, on a Google Street image, or like through their street view, it's not exactly the most clear picture on there. And, what the sign said, was, hang on, let me read this dialogue here. Ooh, small fry! Let's open up the sea chart. Four-eye reef. You've seen those weird rings of light that appear on the surface of the sea, haven't you, small fry? Did you know that some of those rings only appear at night? Didn't think so. And that's all the info I got. Okay, man, thanks. I could have been just fine without that information. But anyways, the sign says, danger, sex offender, child molester lives here. And I'm like, well, that's a concerning sign. to read. It was not something I was expecting to see, let's say that. Okay, I gotta really focus to make sure I'm not dropping any more frames, because, oh man, 1126, that's a lot to be dropped. So could be having some internet issues right now because of the lovely windstorm. Like, I know my Wi-Fi extender was acting up earlier. Like, the light for the Wi-Fi turned orange, and that's like when there's no internet on it. So yeah, we had a windstorm here earlier, so yeah, it was really windy outside, I tell you. But anyways, that's what the sign said, so I'm like, okay, that is a very concerning sign, to read. So I did a bit further investigation. I'm like, okay, maybe it's not him, maybe it's someone in the house, like someone else that lives in the house. So, I'm like, okay, let's see here. I looked up his name, and I looked up, like, the city and the state, and, yeah, let's just say I found him on there, and, I looked at the charges, and... And, when I found out the information, my heart, like, absolutely dropped to the floor. I was like, no, you cannot be serious, right? Like, I genuinely, like, was... A golden feather, alright. Okay, winged girls are said to be infatuated with these treasures. So, you know, I was definitely, pretty devastated, to say the least. To, see that, information, and... you know, basically be told, like by this website, oh, hey, yeah, he's a sex offender, and, the, crime in question, is a, sexual assault, against a 16-year-old boy, and, I was just like, oh my god, like, I literally felt, sick to my stomach. When I read it. Like, I genuinely felt sick to my stomach. Like, I was like, you cannot be serious. Like, he did this, and the charge was, like, back in, 2009. So the boy was 16 in 2009. So, hopefully, the guy that had this happen to him back in 2009, oi, small fry, has found peace. I mean, if he's watching this, which, Star Island, which, I mean, I highly doubt that the guy is watching this. I hear that somewhere out in the wide world is a handy arrow that can freeze anything. Something like that, you could even freeze that nasty monster in the Forsaken Fortress. For a while, anyway. But then what would you do with a frozen monster, you say? Good question, Faye. Well, so you better give that thing a whack and watch it shatter into teeny tiny pieces. And that's all the info. So basically, I'm just trying to, like... Yeah, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, I remember. I was just, like, wondering, like, you know, hoping that, you know, the guy has, found some peace after all that. I mean, I don't know the circumstances behind. Yeah, I don't know the circumstances behind what happened, and I don't want to know. Ow. Okay, this is a nasty island for me to be on. But, but yeah, I was just like, you know, my heart dropped to the floor, and I just felt sick to my stomach when I read that, and I had just been, you know, just so mad. Like, I felt so betrayed, because I feel like that is, like, a serious, big thing to hide from someone. And, you know, that's how I felt, was, you know, like, a lot of betrayal, and that was, you know, that how I felt, because that's, like, a serious thing. That's, like, a serious thing to lie about. I don't think I can do anything in here. But, you know, hiding the fact that, you know, you're a sex offender, it's like a very serious thing, especially, you know, if, like, I'm, like, wanting to introduce you to family and friends and all that, and, you know, I feel like that is something that, I mean, I should have known about, you know, all those years ago, like, when I first met him. And, that, actually, you know, brings up the next part of the story, when I met him, and, yeah, let's just say, I met him when I never actually met him in person, per se, but, you know, I've talked to him online for, you know, let's just say about almost 10 years now. I started talking to him, when I was 16, and, yeah, let's just say, when I was talking to him, I thought that, you know, he was around my age, and, you know, he did, oh my god, here I am saying the whole verbal stem, saying, you know, it's like my version of, because it's like, I hate saying the word, and then I say the word, you know, like, when I can't think of what to say, and it's just like, oh, that's almost more annoying than saying, but anyways, oh my god, I lost my train of thought. But I'm glad I found this. But yeah, I met him when I was, oh, for Christ's sakes. What is going on in here? Whoa. It's kind of an interesting camera angle you're giving me here. Thankfully, I'm alone right now. That's good. But, oh shit, why did I just do that? I remember playing an SCP game, tried handing my friend something before I get randomly killed. I'm from behind for a split second. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm trying to line this up. Oh, I'm surprised that worked. Because, yeah, there are, like, no barrels or anything here. Yeah, I had been talking to him, like, you know, since I was, oh, nope, the aim is not right. I gotta... you know, I had talked to him, you know, since I was 16. And, well, I mean, that was when I was a minor, and I had thought that he was around my age at the time. I didn't find out till, like, a few years later that, that he was actually, older than me. And by older, I mean, like, significantly older. Like, he was, like, he's in his 50s. Now he's in his 50s, but when I was 16, he was in his 40s. I was pretty much taken advantage of by him back then, because, you know, I had thought that he was my age, but my friend, I mean, him and I, this guy that was telling me, like, this guy is probably an old man. I'm gonna leave because my eyes straining, don't want to go blind, but have a good day. Well, thank you, Tin Pot, for tuning in. I appreciate it. Am I dropping more frames, or did it just pause? Oh, okay, it just paused. you know, he was telling me, like, this is probably an old man behind a screen who is pretending to be a 16-year-old. And, you know, 16-year-old me against, you know, my friend. I was like, no. I know that he is not a old man like you think he is. Like, I genuinely thought that he was, you know, around my age. Hopefully, this is... Yes, it is. Ooh, Smurfy! Like, he was, like... You know, I was warned... that, hang on. The little shopmaster on Windfall Island apparently got his hands on a truly amazing treasure. Calls it magic armor or something like that. It's a pretty cool magical relic from what I've heard. You wanted to give it to you. If you want him to give it to you, try staring deep into his eyes and winning him over with flattery, Fry. So staring at him like with a telescope? Well, I'll just look it up later. Anyways. Yeah, my friend who told me that was 100% correct. I found out about it, you know, a few years later, and, you know, I don't know why. That I didn't, say anything about it then. Like, I can't remember if I actually confronted him. Alright, fairy. Four-armed fairy. Young waker of the winds, allow me to aid you in your quest. Now I carry more rupees. You can hold up to 5,000 rupees. The fairies in this mountain shall ease your weariness. When you grow fatigued from your battles, come here to be refreshed. Well, excellent. I haven't even gotten 1,000 rupees yet, but now I can hold more. Way more, in fact. You know, why I know he was taking advantage of me, was because, when I was 16, oh, so that's how it works. There's another submarine over there. Okay, where the hell is my damn boat? It's over here. But I want to check that submarine out before I forget. Wait a minute. I think I already checked out that submarine, didn't I? Yeah, I think that was the one I just checked out, wasn't it? Yeah, that was the one I already checked out. Okay. But, anyways, I was basically like, let's just say I had first started smoking weed when I was 16, okay? I had first started, smoking weed, and, you know, I didn't have a way of making money. And, yeah, let's just say, long story short, the way I would make money, would be me sending pictures of myself, sending nude pictures of myself to him. And this was back when I was, 16 and 17 years old, and I had did it to buy weed. And, you know, at the time, I was like, okay, I have no problem with this, because I didn't know better. Oi, small fry. Gale Isle. The hell is this? Are you thinking you want to get into that cave, small fry? The one that's protected by the crazy winds on that island? Okay, then let me just tell you a little secret. If you go 5 squares south and 1 square east from here, you reach Ice Ring Isle. When you find it, where you'll find an item that'll make you as heavy as stone. If you get that item, you won't have to worry about getting blown over by the winds. And that's all the info I got to offer. Yep. Whew, excuse me. Oh yeah, no, there's no way in hell I'm able to get in there. Anyways, I sent him pictures of myself, and, I thought everything was all good, because I didn't know, like, what, not only what I was doing was wrong, but definitely what he was doing was wrong. I didn't know that at the time. I mean, I was 16 years old. I didn't really know any better, although maybe part of me probably should have. But I was young and naive, and I feel like he definitely took advantage of that. And I remember some of the comments, that he made about my body and all that, and I'm looking back. And it's a really harrowing thing to remember. Here I was, 16 years old, young and dumb, and I have this, like, 45-year-old man, calling me hot and sexy and saying, damn, you got a nice body, and damn, you got a nice dick, and all that. It's just, like, it's all, like, it's very traumatizing to me, and it's like, I can't believe I'm talking about this right now. But it really brought some, quite terrible memories of my past. And it was, it was a whole shebang. I thought everything was okay, but, now that I'm 25 years old and have gotten older and wiser, since I turned 16, I now know that he was this was just me being taken advantage of. Like that's not what a friendship is about. Like I was being taken advantage of, I was being used, and I was basically I was like a minor prostitute or a minor sex worker, is what it was like. And Ooh, my friend. And I think he 100% took advantage of the fact that I was needing money. Beware the night when the crescent moon faces up. That's all I can tell you, small fry. Well, thanks. Great advice. Okay, I thought the crabs gave me rupees, but apparently not. Nope. But he knew that I was needing money for, I don't think I told him what the money was for ever, but it was for weed. I used the money to get weed. Regardless of, what the money was for, like, what happened was just not okay, and it was wrong, and it proved that he has not changed. Like, he has not changed at all. Like, he is still engaging in these behaviors. And, I'm already closed for today. Come again tomorrow. Oh, God. Is it because it's nighttime? Ugh. Now it's daytime. Oh, never mind. Yeah, step right up. If you have confidence in your target shooting, why don't you give this a shot? It's 50 rupees per... Excuse me? Right now then, oh ho ho, so you're the little shrimp who thinks he's a target shooting hotshot, yeah? Oh hell no, I don't. And you say there's knowing full well that we are pirates who are so frightening that crying babies shut their mouths when we step into the room? This should be funny. Fine then, hotshot. You can manage to sink the 5 pirate ships you see on the horizon will acknowledge your skills with a canny, you shrimpable landlubber. However, we won't tolerate any comments about how the pirate ships look like barrels. You only get 10 shots. Heard me? You can move your cannon with the control stick and fire with A. Watch the water blooms carefully when you fire. Yeah, you got it, shrimp. Fuck. Managed to sink all 5 pirate ships will give you all the treasure we've stolen up until now. Yeah, good luck to you, shrimp. You'll need it. Yeah. Oh, I am. Hello, Blue Hedgehog Man. How are you? Oh my god, you cannot be serious. Shite. Oh, too bad. It's 50 rupees. Oh my god. But yeah, anyways. Oh my god, this is gonna be the... Okay, so, I'm actually gonna want to write down the degrees for the shots here. So, congratulations again, final rupee upgrade. Well, thank you. So, how many? So there are 5. So it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So number 2 was 33 degrees. I'm gonna be wasting a lot of rupees doing this, but okay, so that was 49. Oh, no way. They change? Oh my god, I hate this. I hate this so much. This is gonna make me mad. This is gonna make me mad. Oh my god, I freaking suck. But yeah. I will explain the text in a minute here. Oh, that's the highest it can go. Dude, seriously? God, this is bullshit. Yeah, I'm gonna be wasting all my damn rupees doing this, but anyways, yeah, I suppose I'm gonna read real quick, what I had, said. Um, um, it says, "Hey, I haven't talked to you in a few weeks because there is something that has been really bothering me for the past few weeks. Been trying to figure out exactly how I want to say this. I just want you to know that I know you're a registered sex offender. I want to know why you hid this from me. To me, it seems like a really serious thing to hide, and I feel like it's something that I needed to know, especially if you're planning on coming up here and me going down there. I would have found out if I came down there anyway, but finding out honestly really hurt me, especially considering something like this is exactly how my last relationship ended. The details as to what happened back then I do not need to know, but hiding the fact that you're a registered sex offender from me makes me wonder what else is being hidden and makes me question if I can even trust anyone anymore. How I found out is a long story, but I would have found out one way or another. I just want to know why you hid this from me. I have no judgment. I'm just really hurt, and it makes me feel like our entire friendship is based on a lie. I was genuinely wanting to meet you and introduce you to my family and friends, but after finding out this, I do not feel safe in doing so, especially since one of my sisters has kids. For the time being, I just need some space and time to process everything, as this has been deeply distressing to me. I'm not mad, I'm just really hurt." Um, yeah, and he responded, um, yeah. Alright, I'm just gonna stop talking because yeah, I'm gonna just burst into tears. Okay, I'm gonna try for 45 here. Um... Okay, that's not far enough, so do 49. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna try 40 here. Oh, 43. No. 45 again. And I think I'm gonna go for 49 here. Sweet. I'm gonna go for 43 here. Ooh, that was way too far. Okay, I'm gonna go for 35 here. Yes! Oh, hell yeah! Psh, wow, nice shooting. But we won't hand over our priceless treasure so easily, yeah? Miss, hey miss. Can't you release an honorary member of my family, are you not? Act like I don't lose you. You're a talented little kid. I like you. Sweet promise, here's our treasure. It's yours, so take it. Oh, thank God. Thank the Lord. Alright, nice job and all that. You can leave the ladder behind you. Climb down in an orderly manner, if you please. That actually did not take me nearly as long as I thought. But yeah, I figured I'd talk about something, very vulnerable to me there. And, I'm not gonna talk about it next stream. But yeah. I don't care. Trying to go in here. Oh. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. No. Bye. Yeah, I only have 5 more squares to uncover. I am honestly super glad that that target shooting thing did not take me nearly as long as I thought it was going to. Like, I feel like looking at the, yeah, I feel like, yeah, looking at the degrees instead of the, you know, like the path that it was going really helped out a lot for me. There's the fish over there. I don't need this much bait, but... Oh, is that for the... I hope to God it's for this square here. Okay. Alright, smart boy. Rock Spire Isle. I wonder how long it's been since the light in Windfall's lighthouse went dark. It was quite a grand sight, I tell you. The way the red light shone out like a shaft of gold through the cold darkness. I used to gaze at it with dear Jillian. Anyway, I bet if someone could shoot a powerful spark into the top of that lighthouse, it would light up again. Of course, it's just my intuition talking. Yep. Anyways, that is going to be concluding this stream. I will be back in about 5 to 10 minutes with another stream. Next time, what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna be getting the remaining, 4 squares here, and, hopefully find something. And then I'm gonna start hunting down, the heart pieces now that I know, like, where... like all the islands are and stuff. So yeah, anyways, thank you everyone for watching. I very much appreciate it, and I hope to see you all here next time for more The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. Bye.